loves, it's Sam. Sorry, I'm like kind of a little bit focusing because Mr. Phoenix just woke up. So he's hanging out, he's hanging on to me. I've had a lot of people asking for me to do a, what's in my purse? Saint, you gonna hang out down there? A St. Patrick's Day look. I love green. I love green eyeshadow. You have red hair. I think this would be amazing on you for sure. Oh my gosh, I love red hair right now. But this is what I came up with. I got my little green earrings on to be festive. My hair is absolute poo because I didn't get a chance to blow dry it. Hi, pumpkin. You coming up? Okay. Kind of zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better, but it's basically just a little pop of gold sparkles with mainly kind of a green smoky eye and a nice kind of peachy cheeks and peachy lips. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys like it. And if you do decide to do it, definitely post a picture on my Facebook page. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. So there is the finished look. Obviously, everyone can do it differently. If you want to smoke out the bottom, put some green eyeliner or black eyeliner. What, baby? And then the gold sparkle, you don't have to add, obviously. So you can kind of do it as dramatic or as kind of soft as you like. Yeah, so that's what I came up with. Anyway, I gotta go because he's into everything. He's trying to knock all my body lotions down. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye! Okay, so I'm just gonna apply my foundation, which is my Double Wear Sand from Estee Lauder. And I'm just gonna apply it with my Sigma F80, like I always do. Whoopsie, that came out really quick. And sorry about the lighting. It's like really dark and cruddy outside, so whoopsie. That's why it looks so dark in here. So I'm basically just gonna buff this all over my face, just a nice thin layer. Okay, now I'm just gonna take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Under Eye Concealer, and the color that I have is Fair. Whoa, it just like pooped on me. You horrible, nasty little thing. So I just take a little bit on my finger, and then I'm just gonna put that underneath my eyes, kind of in a triangle shape. And then I'm just gonna blend that out with my Sigma P86. And that's just gonna help brighten underneath my eyes. Next, I'm gonna prime my eyes, and I'm gonna use my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And I'm just gonna apply that with my fingers. Got fluff all over me, what the heck? So I'm just gonna put that all over the entire lid. Okay, I'm gonna apply my bronzer, which you guys know I use the exact same one every single day, but it's just the only one that I love. Well, it's not the only one, but it's my favorite. My NYC Smooth Skin, the color is Sunny, and I'm just applying it with my Sigma F40. So basically just in the hollow parts of my cheeks, the sides of my forehead, and then jawline. And then I could just usually bring whatever's left on the brush. Just under the lip, and then the sides of my nose and underneath. Okay, for my blush, I'm going to use my peach because I love the way peach and greens look together. I just think it's really beautiful. So I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Blush. And a lot of people, I still don't know the color, but everyone has said it's Innocent Flush. So maybe try that one out. I'm going to use my Sigma F10. And I'm just going to apply that to the backs of my cheeks. Maybe it's because I always think of like red hair and St. Patrick's Day, and that's why I like peach and green together. Maybe that's what it is. I love red hair. Actually, I found this this picture on Pinterest, and oh my gosh, it was seriously the prettiest color ever, and I want to do my hair that color, but I don't know. I probably won't, but I think it would be beautiful. For my highlight, I'm going to use my Lorac Perfection, and sorry, it's not what the poo. Perfectly Lit in Luminous. Sorry, I'm like losing it. So I'm just gonna basically put that on the sides of my forehead and then just kind of down on the tops of your cheekbones. I like to bring a little bit down the nose, and then I do like to bring mine in a little bit on, kind of on the apples of my cheekbones. Or apples of my cheeks, sorry. So it's nice and glowy all around. I'm gonna put my eyebrows on. I just use my MAC Lingering, and then I'll be back because it takes quite a while. Okay, so I've put my eyebrows on. So now, okay, the first thing that you're gonna do is take any kind of dark green eyeshadow. My camera is acting up. Any kind of dark green eyeshadow base. This is from Urban Decay. It's the cream shadow and the color is Grass, and these are discontinued, I'm sorry. So try eBay, I don't know, maybe. And this is basically just, it's kind of like a, well, it actually looks like exactly the color of a shamrock, woohoo. Just a bright kind of, it's like a bright forest green, I'm guessing, I don't know. So I'm basically gonna put that all over my lower lid. And then with my finger, I know, sorry, I snorted, my nose is running. I'm just gonna kind of blend that out a little bit, just so that the edges are not like, whoa, harsh. And if you need to add more, this stuff does dry quite quickly. I probably shouldn't have done this eye before, but that's okay. You can always add a little bit more if you need to, so that it'll blend a little bit easier. You don't have to be perfect, you basically just want to get it so that it's nice and dark right at your base. The next color I'm going to apply is from MAC. This is actually from the Genius collection. It's the Mega Metal eyeshadow, and the color is Ego. And it's just a really beautiful kind of dark green. I'm going to apply that with this is the Urban Decay shadow brush. It came in the Urban Decay palette, the Naked 2, I think. Now, if you are worried, maybe powder underneath your eyes for fallout. I didn't, and I probably should have, but hopefully we won't get any. So I'm basically just gonna apply that Ego right on top of that cream shadow that we just put down. And the reason I put a base down is just so that it's gonna be a little bit more vibrant. It's gonna help stay longer and just be kind of like really just whoa green. Like, I don't know, I just really like these bases because they just make everything look that much better. I'm just kind of creating a little bit of a V out in the outer corner there. When you're doing a smoky eye and you have that dark of a color, I always like to just pat it down, and that's why I always use a flat brush. That way you don't get as much fallout. Okay, so you've got that color down. It doesn't have to be even at this point. Now the next brush I'm going to take is my E35 from Sigma. And I'm going to take this color from Urban Decay, and oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite colors. It's from the Skull palette, which my skull fell off. But it's Vent, and it's just this beautiful, like, grass green. It's so pretty. So I'm basically going to start putting that right into my crease and bringing it into that inner corner, and just working back in circular motions, and then just bringing that outer corner out a little bit. Just so that it's just, see, it goes from dark, kind of dark bright green to bright green, and then I'm going to do another green. So I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, so you've got your bright green on. The next color I'm going to take is my Negligee from Lorac. I'm going to put that just on my brow bone before I do any more blending. All on your brow bone, and then I'm just going to pull it out a little bit. Now the last color I'm going to take is from the, what is this? This is the Sigma Flare palette. And the specific color that I'm going to be using is Define, which is a really pretty light green. And I'm just going to use E25 brush from Sigma, slightly fluffier. And I'm just going to get a little bit of that light green. And I'm just going to kind of go right between that the highlight color and the crease color that we put down, just to kind of blend the two. And this is a very, very light green. It's almost got kind of a yellowish. And then I'm gonna put a little bit in my inner corner as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the shadow. I am gonna take, because you know, there's pots of gold on like St. Patrick's Day, I'm gonna take a little bit of this glitter. And this is just gold from NYX, and I'm gonna take this sticker off because it's gonna get in my way. I'm gonna get a tiny little bit of, actually, where is my brush that I'm gonna use? I'm gonna use a tiny little brush like this, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of the LA Splash Lash Sealer base right in my inner corner. And this is gonna help your glitter stick without flying everywhere. And then I'm taking that nice little brush I showed you, and I'm basically just gonna dip it into that glitter, and then anywhere that you put that LA Splash Lash Sealer base, the glitter will stick to, and it'll stay all day long. So just in the inner corners for me, because I like a little bit of gold. Wouldn't that be nice if you really did find a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow? Although it's so hard to find the end of a rainbow. Okay, now obviously you can smoke out the bottom if you want to. I'm not going to. You guys know I kind of like the bare look underneath there. What is this? That's the wrong brush. I have a little bit of fallout. I'm just gonna brush off. So I'm just gonna apply my Maybelline XXL Pro Extensions mascara, and then I'll be back. Okay, for my lips, I'm gonna take Naked and Boldly Bare from MAC, the lip liner. And I'm gonna hit that all over my entire lip. My battery is blinking, so I'm gonna fill this in and then I'll be back. My little angel face just woke up from his nap, so he's in here. So if you hear some little noises, he's playing with toys down there. Okay, so I've got just lip gloss to do, and then I'm gonna go, hi baby. He's gonna hang on to mommy. I'm gonna take this because it's a really pretty kind of peachy color, and it looks a little bright on here, but it's quite sheer. It's the Buxom lip gloss from Bare Essentials, and the color is Candy. Do a nice thin layer of that, and it's just gonna give a nice kind of peachy pop to the lips. That's why I put the Naked down first, because I wanted them to be nice and kind of really like washed out before I put this down. So now it's kind of just a nice little bit of peach. So, woo, what are you doing? So there is my finished look. Sorry about my hair. I hope you guys like it. I will try to have pictures on my blog, although now that he's awake, I might not. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and happy almost St. Patrick's Day. And oh my gosh, if you have red hair, oh my gosh, if you decide to do this, post a picture on my Facebook. I'm just obsessed with red hair right now. Like that beautiful orange red. Whew, delicious. Okay.